Hello everybody, this is Jose Perez from 12 Minutes, and today we're going to talk about something that has been in and out of the national spotlight for around 20 years or so. Stem cells. Stem cells are extremely controversial, considering effective treatments can save lives, but at the same time, if put into the wrong hands, they can ruin lives. The most common place people seek stem cell treatments is at for-profit stem cell treatment facilities. This can be dangerous because a person who is not fully informed and is desperate for treatment will pay whatever amount necessary to get a treatment they believe will bring them a better state. These people are easy targets for corrupt, for-profit stem cell clinics. These are clinics who do use stem cells, but know their treatment will not help the patient in any way. The hype surrounding stem cells has created a large market for them here in the US and created a booming industry known as stem cell clinics. Their legitimacy and efficacy is always in question. This is why today we're here to share with you an example and an in-depth look at a specific example. Allure Medical Spa is one of these stem cell treatment clinics with 7 locations in Michigan alone and a couple others in states like Pennsylvania and Nevada. It is a pretty well dispersed stem cell treatment clinic that has access to many people who may need these. They claim to use mesenchymal stem cells, or stem cells derived from fat cells, to treat conditions ranging from regular arthritis to rheumatoid arthritis and demyelinating polyneuropathy. In their website, they list all these conditions they can treat, but the website does not go into detail from there. There are no links for prospective patients to click, and there are no representatives explaining any treatments. The only information given is where the cells are harvested, and the science is described inaccurately. This immediately raised some red flags for us here at 12 Minutes. The clinic claims mesenchymal cells can differentiate into cells found in blood vessels, fat, muscles, nerves, and connective tissue. But Dr. Paul Knirpfler, a researcher at UC Davis in the Department of Cell Biology and Human Anatomy, and a collaborator with the Institute of Pediatric Regenerative Medicine, knows otherwise. These cells can only differentiate into cartilage, bone, fat, and muscle cells, according to him and many other specialists in the topic. We are now going to talk to Rujula Kapoor about more. Good afternoon, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, it's my pleasure.
Okay, so let's start by learning who the clinic owners and sponsors are.
So as far as owners, they don't really have any listed, but the founder was Dr. Charles Mock. Also, there are several locations, so it just seems to have like a corporate business model.
So who exactly carries out these procedures?
It's actually a combination of many people. There are physicians, physician assistants, and nurse practitioners that all help in delivering the actual treatments. Someone especially important is Angela Heitman. She's actually in charge of stem cell services at Allure. However, one thing I did notice while researching was that she doesn't have a degree in stem cell research or anything even related. She does have 3 certificates though in somewhat related fields, but no actual degree. And she's not a doctor.
And about how much does a single treatment cost?
Well, there are 3 actual levels of treatment. If you want an injection at the joint, it's $4,400. If you want an injection at 2 joints, it's $6,600. And for an IV treatment, it's $6,200.
Do their physicians have medical licenses, and are they specialized in stem cells?
Well, after researching on their website, all of their doctors do seem legitimate with the proper certifications. However, it doesn't really mention very much specialization in stem cells. And again, going back to Angela Heitman, who is actually running the stem cell department, it doesn't seem like she's very specialized, and it doesn't even have her undergraduate education listed, so we also found that kind of interesting.
So, do you know if their certifications and their degrees are legitimate based on this?
Yes, we do, because we did look at their website and we did see what degrees they had and looked into whether the colleges looked legitimate or not, and after doing that research, we have concluded that they are certified.
So now, how exactly is Allure Medical Spa basically marketing their product?
So it's a combination effort. They're using a lot of social media, Instagram, Facebook, and what we've noticed is that all these pages have mostly positive reviews of their cosmetic procedures. However, there isn't much in terms of stem cell reviews and how those procedures have went, so there's not a lot of information.
Now, do you know if their marketing claims are accurate?
there isn't much that actually proves their claims that their treatments work. They have done a lot of work with arthritis, and although this could work when it comes to stem cells, all their testimonials are from 2015, so we're not exactly sure if those are very accurate either. However, they also advertise that their stem cell treatments can cure neurological diseases, and this is absolutely absurd because the stem cell research has not even gotten that far, and there's no way their treatments do that kind of work.
So now we have Ryan Murphy, an investigator on the procedures that Allure Medical Spa is performing at this moment.
Hi there.
Hi, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, are the risks of these procedures disclosed to the patients?
So, for the risks of the patients, on the website, before the procedures are done, the risks aren't actually mentioned. However, on the website, they do mention a few things that the patients should consult doctors for if they see, such as fevers and chills, bleeding from puncture, increasing pain or swelling in the harvesting area of the stem cells, increasing redness or graining of the incision, or a large black or blue area or a growing lump. But they're not specifically mentioned as being possible risks associated with the procedures being conducted.
So the risks aren't mentioned, but do they provide follow-up care, i.e. clinical checkups, telephone calls, questionnaires?
You know, for a case like this, you would think there would be, right, using stem cells. However, on the website of Allure, they actually don't have any follow-up care. They only mention different activities that one might avoid, like showering or bathing for a certain amount of time afterwards. However, they do say that for certain procedures, there might be special instructions that might need to be followed. So this may or may not include checkup procedures, which does seem to be a little bit concerning for a procedure such as this one.
So has the clinic actually published any evidence that their treatments work or are safe? Even?
Well, actually, it doesn't appear that they have any proven results posted on their website or anywhere else. They only are really driven on testimonials of people they have treated. And even on those testimonials, it's not even for these stem cell procedures. They'll have different people rating 5 stars for their Botox injections, but not for their stem cell procedures. So really, this is giving people a false sense of hope that this is a valid site that they should be going to, when really it doesn't appear that they have any valid evidence that their procedures are actually performing what they claim to do.
So we already know that the FDA regulates human stem cell products and the clinics that offer them, but which laws do this exactly?
So the two main laws that are going to be regulating treatments such as these and others are the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act and the Public Health Service, the PHS Act. So under these laws, the FDA is given the authority to regulate biological products of certain kinds, such as stem cells and other different biological products. And there are two different main classifications for these types of procedures. There's the 350 ones and the 360 ones. The 360 ones are the types of procedures that are minimally manipulated. So this means that there's no enzymatic digestion, there's no culturing, there's no growth hormones, and the procedures have to be homologous. So the use has to be related to what the actual area is according to. So really, these type of procedures are subject to less oversight because the stem cells aren't being modified that much, so they don't need as much regulation. But then there's also the other classifications, the 350 ones, which are more manipulated. So these are grown in culture, maybe enzymes are used to digest the mesenchymal stem cells to make the fat cells become stem cells. And these also includes different procedures that use non-homologous procedures, such as the one we're seeing at Allure Medical Clinic. So under these FDA laws, the Allure stem cell treatments, most of them would be classified as 351s because they're claiming to use mesenchymal stem cells from fat for neurological conditions.
Thanks to Ryan Murphy and Rujula Kapoor, we were able to learn more about Allure Medical Spa and get a broader scope of knowledge on the topic of stem cell treatment clinics. We learned what makes them legitimate, what sort of warning signs one should look for when looking for the right treatment, and the requirements one should ask of the healthcare treatment one is receiving in order to stay healthy and avoid risks. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week once more on 12 Minutes.